Lego Simpsons is back, and with the release of the brand new Krusty Burger, today I want to look into some sets Lego can do to expand the Simpsons theme. So today I want to go over 5 different sets that Lego could look into making to expand our Lego Springfields. Number 1, Moe's Tavern. Moe's Tavern is one of the most iconic spots in the entire Simpsons show. I love it, and everyone does. It's, what you think of when you think of The Simpsons, apart from maybe the house, and I'd say it's even more iconic than the quickie mock that we actually did get. Some of you guys might know that I actually built my own mock version of Moe's using Ben Builds Lego's design, and I had so much fun building that. There's so much possibility there, and we've got the pool table, we've got the love tester, I think it's called, and you've got loads of booths you can add in, and just a really cool potential set. Be a great chance to have a new version of the Homer minifigure showing maybe more of a drunk state. And the set could also include Moe himself, Barney, Lenny and Carl. Be some great minifigures that we've not had and probably won't get. Now the obvious problem with this one is Lego don't like to delve into adult themes too much. Something like a bar isn't something that they'd normally like to do. So it's a big reason why Lego probably never make this one, because it is more of an adult theme. It's a really big shame because Moe has the colourfulness and everything you need in a Lego set, and the detail could be so nice in it. I love my mock. It's one of my favourite modular buildings I actually have in my city, even though it's not an official Lego one. So I think Lego are really missing a chance with this one. Number 2, a Treehouse of Horror playset. I think when it gets to around Halloween, this would be a fantastic set to come out, and it's something you could have multiple versions of, because there's so many Treehouse of Horror episodes that you've got loads of stuff to pull from. We all know Treehouse of Horror, Simpsons do it every single season where they show off some horror stories that aren't actually real in the Simpsons universe, but to just go into the Halloween theming. There's so much potential, and I think even having Bart's Treehouse by itself, but having it kind of modified to be a bit spooky, have some spooky characters in it, would be a really cool way to do things. And it'd be a great way to have a buildable Kang and Kodos, which would be amazing, as well as a Devil Flanders. And I think even Bart's evil brother that I forgot the name of, but he's always about, and I think that could be a cool minifigure. Set number 3, Bart's Treehouse. Obviously, I've just kind of said we should get maybe a spooky version of Bart's Treehouse, but I think an actual normal version of it would be really good. We did get the Lego Simpsons house a few years ago, but I think expanding it into a full house with a driveway and having Bart's Treehouse would be a really cool way to adapt your set. It wouldn't even have to be a very big set, it'd be perfect mid-range, mid-price set. In terms of minifigures, we could have a Bart and just a Millhouse and literally leave it at that. This set doesn't have to be too big at all. And we've had so many iconic moments happen in the Treehouse that you've got loads to pull from. I think a sign saying no Lisa allowed would be really funny. Set number 4 would be the Monorail. Some people say it is The Simpsons' best episode ever, and I think, having that in Lego would be a really, really cool idea. We all know the Monorail episode. It's iconic, it's got the amazing song at the start, and I think something really cool that we could do with this is adapt it into the actual train lines that we have with Lego. It'd be perfect for cities where, even though it's obviously meant to be a monorail, we can kind of adapt it to just being on a train track, and having a little bit of a platform with it, with some minifigures, would be a really, really cool idea to, delve into some iconic Simpsons moments, while also having a decently priced set. We know over the last year we've had a few different train platforms and stuff like that, and I think that could definitely be an IP version, like what they do with the Harry Potter stuff, where they got the Hogwarts train. This could be the Simpsons version of that. 2 definite minifigures I'd love to see in this would be Lyle Lanley, obviously the character we see throughout the episode in that one, and Homer in a conductor outfit, which would be a really fun way to take it. But you could even throw in a few random minifigures that we've not seen before, and it'd be a really good way to just throw them in because there's nothing really tying anyone to that specific set. We could even throw in a few North Havenbrook signs here and there to put in the city. Set number 5, the nuclear power plant. Next up, the place where danger and donuts collide. It's Homer's workplace and the Mr. Burns owned power plant. We see Homer's work all the time. It is one of the most important things in The Simpsons, and it creates a lot of storylines. I'm not so sure how we'd actually have it in Lego, because obviously it would probably warrant being a massive set, but I don't think Lego would ever do this one for the reasons of getting it right, for one, but number 2, actually having the, space to do that. And a third thing would be, would Lego do something to do with nuclear energy? I'm not so sure they would. I think it'd be so fun though, even if we just got some smaller sets like Homer's actual office, that would be a really fun thing just to have by itself. But yeah, I'd love to have some of the actual towers because they'd look fantastic. Even if they were in separate sets, having a few and then you can kind of build the thing together. But obviously I love to have modular buildings and I don't think that would be possible as it'd just be too big for this one. But I know Lego could figure it out and I think that would be a perfect Simpsons set. In the set, we could have a Mr. Burns, a Smithers and another Homer. I think it'd be also be a really cool thing to do to get some other characters as well in this one. Like having a Homer's nemesis Frank Grimes in there, that would be a really cool thing to do, a figure that you probably won't be able to see anywhere else, but it'd just be a fun little addition. So what did you think? Are there any sets in here that you're dying for Lego to make, or is there anything I very obviously missed out? Drop any ideas you guys have in the comments because I'm definitely wanting to make a part 2 of this video, and if it does well, maybe even some other parts because I'm a massive Simpsons fan and I'd love to go through a few of these ones and talk about like where we could adapt the Simpsons line now that they look to be bringing it back. I know right now they've only got the 3 bigger sets, that being the house, the Quickie Mart and the new Krusty Burger. However, I think it could be like the Lord of the Rings where it's been gone for a long time, it's kind of come back recently, had a few bigger sets, and now it looks like we're getting some smaller ones slowly. And I'm hoping that we can maybe do that with the Simpsons thing. I actually had a comment on one of my shorts recently asking about some Simpsons playsets, and at first I was quite dismissive of the idea because I thought, you know what, like I like that I own all the Simpsons sets and I pretty much almost own all the minifigures, that I'd want to keep up with that. But actually, it'd be a really good line to collect. I love like what they do with the Simpsons stuff, with the colours and the head printing, and even with the stickers, you know, I'd rather have the printed pieces, but all the stickers are great that comes with all the Simpsons sets, and it'd just be so good to carry that line across. And especially someone who has built now 2 mocks of the Simpsons line from Ben Builds Lego, I'd love to just continue like my Springfield zone, even with smaller things, you know, so I'm gonna keep talking about that. But yeah, don't be afraid to drop any ideas you guys have in the comments and I might even talk about them in the next video. I've been Ballistic Bricks, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later. Bye!